And everybody's kind of usually expecting, like, unless we can figure out what all the killer's perks are, we're like, get ready for the Noed. But I think I'm gonna, like, play a little sweaty this round. So that... Oh, here's one. I don't know. Kind of don't want to tunnel, but at the same time... Where'd they go? I lost them. Problem is, you never know if you're going up against a bunch of randoms or if you're going up against a really strong Swift, and you don't find out till after. Like, all of a sudden, like, you think, like, oh, it's not much of a challenge, but then all of a sudden, like, 3 generators just pop off. There's somebody. Hi. Alright, ready? First chase begins. Sorry, Fang, I like you. Kind of predictable there. Let's put you up here so we can get a nice visual when they come to save you. Okay, see, there's one generator. Chances are they've got another one. Like, hi. Hello, sir. Come with me, please. Back to the surprise factor for me. Surprise, your no, it didn't go off. I also run Blast Mine for the same reason. I only ran Blast Mine the other day because I had to try to get the challenge where you blind the killer a bunch of times. And it really didn't work out. I was able to make it happen twice with Blast Mine. I was able to get it with the flashlight instead. Surprise, your NOED didn't go off. Yeah, I want perks that I know I can depend on. Although, don't get me wrong, like, if you can make Devour Hope stay up and get the 5 stacks or whatever, like max it out, it's a pretty crazy perk. I mean, everyone would be exposed the rest of the match until they put it out. I did it once where I had Devour, and I think I Mori'd everyone. But I could just bring a Mori for that and Mori everyone. He's gonna get out, I think, before I get here. Nope. Almost. Someone's right here. Oh, I messed that up. Alright, where you going, buddy? Going underground? This is a hard place to chase under here. But that's another thing, well, especially as nurse. I just try to chase everywhere. Like, I don't care where it is. I don't care what map it is. I don't care what structure it is. I want to just chase there because I want to get better. I want to be able to deal with all situations. Although it's not always the best idea to chase in a certain spot. Like, if somebody's really good and they were looping me right here for long enough, like, you know, all the gens would pop. I think that's the strategy against Nurse, is you need a team that's coordinated, where they're really spread out, pressuring the gens across the map. And they really have to be like on the gens as much as possible if they're not in chase. The generators have to get done real fast. I mean, it's probably the same with every killer, but it's more important that they do that with if they're playing nurse. Look, they're healing at the hook. That's stupid. That's one thing I would not recommend doing against a nurse. They went down here, which was smart, because this is a hard structure, because there's no like line of sight. And some things are hard to blink through. But I don't know where they went. I'm gonna guess they went that way, because there's scratch marks that way. Yep. There's still another one on the generator right there. I'm trying to get better with blinding with flashlights, but my problem is I always end up at the wrong angle, like behind or on the side of the killer, and it just doesn't work. But sometimes I get them. I get them best at the pallets. That was an early swing. Oh. See, this one's a little harder. She's like not consistent with her movements. The rest, a lot of the times, are running in a predictable way. This one's like double backing. I shouldn't have swung there. Oh, this one's trying to take my attention, maybe? Okay. Probably should have stuck on the Fang, but he seemed like an easier target. Someone's right here. There you are. Ah. Sometimes I flick my mouse. I lose control and flick it too far. But this one looks like they know how to double back right at the right time. Probably should have went underneath there. As soon as you unhook, you're telling killers where to go find you. I just shake my head in disappointment when I have a teammate who's crouched after I hook them. I guess like sometimes you can heal at the hook. If you know the killer's on the other side of the map in chase with somebody, you're in a swift, you're on comms, and they're like, yeah, killer's on me, don't worry. Okay, fine. Heal at the hook. But for some reason, everybody makes a habit out of it, and more times than not, the killer's just going to come right back, and especially with a nurse that can blink right back there. I lost him. See how long I fatigue? And then I gotta follow. The hardest part, another counter with nurse would be something like lightweight. Look, I'm not even blinking. Where you lose any perk that's going to make you lose scratch marks. If you know how to use it right. Like some people were using oh, sorry buddy. What's the one perk that makes you, they run by a locker and then they lose scratch marks for 3 seconds and the locker makes a noise. I forgot the name of it. Deception, I think. See the blast? Oh, that's not a blast mine. That's a, what do you call it? But that those look like they're hard to time. I've never tried one of them. Oh, he's toast too. I wasn't counting how many times these people got hooked. Yeah, just because you don't hear the terror radius at the hook doesn't mean you should heal there. Like, too many times, there would be no terror radius, but the killer comes right back and you just... Now there's 2 targets right there for them. And they have their pick. I don't know why everybody tries to heal at the hook. I get it if you're in a good team and everybody's aware of where the killer's at and you know you have time, then okay. But that should be the exception, not the rule. They gotta be here. Nope. Alright, so now we play like the hide and seek game where they're just nowhere, they're just hiding. Oh, here's one. Never mind. They're both here. And he's given up. I kind of feel bad now. Is she death hook? I think she's death hook. Yeah. I feel bad when they give up. Like, he just did the gen right in front of me. Zoran. I don't know. We'll look for a hatch for you. Not on this side of town. Why are you wiggling, Betty? It's funny when they run away. Like, where do you think you're gonna go? Your best bet right now would be to beg. He's got full health. I'll just go look for the hatch. Watch, I'll probably lose. I'm probably gonna lose, like, sight of him. Like, he's gonna crawl somewhere. I'm not gonna be able to find him. The impossible hatch. This is also why I think every survivor should use Unbreakable. Because it's such a clutch perk. Where, like, right now, if I left him, he could Unbreakable up and at least have a chance, maybe. Possibly. He's still there, though. It's gotta be in the middle somewhere. Or here? No. Where's this hatch? I'm a little confused. Where's this hatch? Out here? Am I crazy, or did we kind of search everywhere? Did we search by the shack? There it is. Alright, he's too far away. Tell me he's gone now. I was gonna give him the gate. Where do you think he went? Oh boy. Oh, here's his blood. There he is. Alright, buddy. Let's go. Go. Every match now and make the game 3 versus 1? What do you mean? There's a high chance that the hatch spawning near the area where the previous survivor fell. Dwight, I have a little surprise for you. Guess what's behind door number 1? Guess what's behind door number 1, Dwight? Look, he has no trust. Come on. It's a game of trust, Dwight. Nah, 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 nah. What are you doing, Dwight? What are you doing? I don't want your toolbox. You think I work? Soren was our new buddy. Yeah. I honestly didn't want to kill any of you. Like, nobody was being toxic. The problem just becomes I let everybody out, and then people are telling me I lower my MMR by letting everyone escape. So I kind of make myself kill. I kind of wish more people would teabag and click their flashlights at me so then I wouldn't feel so bad about it. And I honestly, the Fang, I didn't remember if she was Death Hook or not. But I just kind of took a gamble because, like, if she wasn't Death Hook, I would have let him save her, and then they both could have just done the gen and left. But glad you guys aren't being toxic. It's kind of like a lose-lose a lot of times. Like, if you're nice and you let people go, then they're like teabagging you and saying, oh, you're trash, uninstall the game, get better. And then, but if you kill them all, then they're like, oh, you're trash, Nurse is so easy, she just takes a face roll, learn a killer that takes skill. So you never really know, like, how people are gonna act. And then you have cool people, and you have really toxic people. But whatever. I don't know if I should keep playing with Nurse or call it a night, or maybe play Survivor with friends. Hello, Odyssey Cruise. Anybody want to play Swift? Well, the last team, I guess you are already a Swift. I gotta hook 5 more survivors for this challenge. Gotta take this. Should I go on a Mori spree? Like Mori everyone? Well, there's some middle ground with Nurse, like, yeah, there's either like baby Nurse or like really good Nurse, but there's some that are kind of middle ground, that are like decent but not like great but not awful. Nurse, I don't know, everybody's like, Nurse is so easy. But honestly, my theory is if Nurse was really that easy to play as, you would see a lot more people playing as Nurse. Because people will do whatever they can to win in this game. And I know that from playing Survivor. I get killed when I'm AFK, hooked, tunneled out, camped. People, a lot of killers do whatever they can to win. So if Nurse was really that, you know, so easy and overpowered, which I think in the right hand she's overpowered, but I think more people would play Nurse, and there's just not that many. There's people that try it and they're like, yeah, I can't do this, and then there are people that really stick with it and get better. Yeah, I'm a little biased because Nurse is my favorite and I like to play as Nurse, but there are times where I'm just dominating, like kind of like in that game, but then there are other times where I really they like make me look stupid. Like the survivors are so coordinated and so good, and they know how to work together in such a way that they just outplay me. So I kind of would actually rather have harder competition because I feel like it makes me better. I'm a competitive person, so I like the challenge. I don't want to just go into a match. Like, I don't understand some of these killers that just like, they know they're going up against survivors that are not that good, and yet they just destroy them and tunnel them and camp them and hit them on the hook. And it's like, okay, does that make you feel good? Yeah, I don't know how it's like on console, but I could imagine it's probably more challenging, I guess, because the controls might definitely be more challenging. What should I do, guys? Call it a night? Play another one with Nurse? Play Bubba? Play some other killer I don't play normally? Oh, I think we just entered a game. Anyone want to play Survivor? Oh, this is a Twitch streamer. Tell me what to do. It's a Meg Twitch streamer. Should I play like super sweaty with the hardest perks, or should I just play perkless, or bring Mori and let them live, choke them to death? Tell me. What should I do? No flashlights. Killer Doctor. I play Survivor sometimes and don't like to do things in one role that I would hate to go against in the other. Yeah. Yeah, when you play both sides, Did they leave? Yeah, when you get a taste of both sides, you know what it's like. Like when you're the killer and they're like teabagging you at the gate and clicking their flashlights and everything, you kind of know what it's like. And when you're the killer, like when I first started playing this, I would hit people on the hook just because I thought it was fun. I'm like, oh yeah, this is a horror game, let me scare you and be brutal and hit you on the hook. But I didn't realize like people view that as you're being really toxic. And I'm like, but still, I'm having fun doing it. I'm not trying to be toxic. But now I reserve my hook hitting for those special teabaggers and flashlight clickers, for those survivors that are kind of like asking for it. I really don't hit on the hook unless it's one of those, so it's like a special reservation. I guess they left. Whoever was here, they left. I guess I'll just try to get this last challenge of hooking 5 more survivors. Can I do it? You want me to put on like a sweaty build? Something like this? Like a... I don't know what my add-ons were. But this will be like a slugging build.